Alright, so I was asked the question, in the apocalypse, what pistol would you use? That question itself should lead on to exactly why I'm making this video. The fact that they said what pistol means they've already decided that they for sure need a pistol. For me, the truth is, I wouldn't take a pistol in the apocalypse. Now, when I'm talking the apocalypse, I'm leaving the house never to return. The gear I would grab would not include a pistol. For example, this setup right here, that's one magazine on the holster, one magazine in the gun, the firearm itself in the holster, and this is a very light holster, weighs a touch over 3 pounds. What else could I carry for 3 pounds? Well, if I'm leaving my house forever, I could carry, I don't know, 3 pounds of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I threw this magazine on the scale. This is a full magazine loaded with 55 grain ammo. Weighed just a touch over 1 pound. So I can carry 90 rounds in a magazine for my long gun, or I can carry 30 rounds in a pistol that is really hard to shoot. Now, I shouldn't say hard to shoot as in pistols are really hard to shoot. I mean, they are more challenging. But I'm saying really hard to shoot compared to, say, I don't know, a SCAR with an ACOG on it? Can you imagine trying to make a 100-yard shot with this pistol versus this SCAR with the ACOG? Or even an open sight AR-15? Like, you would walk circles around the pistol. So why would I want to carry 30 rounds of ammunition that I'm probably not going to hit what I'm shooting at if it's any distance whatsoever away from me over like an AR-15? Now let's talk about when I would use a pistol, because it does have its place. It truly does. This video is more to like, kind of why I go so hard on the AK, because there's still people out there that recommend that's what they should have if that's their only rifle, or if they're only going to buy one rifle. Yeah, I mean, if an AK is what you got, practice with it, get good with it, you'll be fine. But if you have a choice, obviously go AR-15. So the first scenario, the question I would be asking is, will I be at the house? Now what I mean by will I be at the house is my house still, I can still stay here, this is a viable option, I do not need to leave the house. When would I carry a pistol then? That would be simply in the case, for whatever reason, I can't get to my long gun. Maybe it's the couch pistol and my door explodes and flies open or something like that, but there would be no reason that if I'm inside the house, I would carry a pistol. Because, I mean, if people are coming in, you have two options. One, you know about it in advance and you can prepare. Or two, you don't know about it and it's a surprise. Either one of those options, the pistol is not the best choice. Now, if it's your nightstand gun and you have children, or it's in a pistol safe or something like that, like the long gun is just simply not an option, yeah, go pistol. But let's say you know about it or somebody's coming in your house, what's going to win? Overwhelming firepower. Either me and my girl are going to get this person or persons caught up in a crossfire and win, or they're going to get us with overwhelming fire and we're going to lose. A pistol is not going to change that circumstance at all. Something like that would happen so quick. Let's say the long gun malfunctioned. Going to a sidearm, there's no time. You're already dead. It'll be just a bunch of rapid, quick shots and then it's over with. That's it. Whether you win or lose, it's going to be decided extremely fast. I would rather have a long gun in any situation I can think about, whether that's a shotgun or a rifle. Because a shotgun, I believe strongly, has no place outside of the house. Inside of the house, yes. They are a very powerful tool that can do massive damage. Outside of the house, where is a situation, besides like bird hunting, that a shotgun would outperform a rifle? The rifle holds more ammunition, it reloads quicker, it has longer range, has less recoil. The rifle beats the shotgun hands down outside of the house. Now, confine that space down to something smaller, yeah. Okay, now the shotgun starts looking like a viable option. Next one, can I go back to the home? Let's say, for whatever reason, we're in the Great Depression of 2024. And That's a very real possibility that may be happening, looking at rapid inflation and all the clues that are written on the wall. It very well may happen. So can I leave and come back? Would I take a pistol? Probably not. I just wouldn't. It's too much weight. It doesn't give me enough firepower for what that weight costs. The only thing besides a long gun I would for sure take would be a knife. A knife is so incredibly useful. The pistol, it just doesn't put the work in. So let's say it's the Great Depression and I can come back to the house and I'm just going out on a patrol trying to scavenge some food. I don't know if I'm going to run into anything. That's actually what this particular rifle is set up for. It's powerful enough to take down anything in North America, but yet it's still light enough if I were to drill a rabbit with this, it wouldn't be completely demolished. My Scar would rip that thing to pieces. There'd be nothing left for us to eat. Let's pretend I can't come back to the house. Well, now, the question comes, can I take a long gun? Let's pretend I can't come back to the house. That's not an option. Once I leave, I'm gone. If I can take a long gun, I will. Let's pretend I have to go through checkpoints or something like that. Okay, now's where the pistol's starting to come in. Something I have to camouflage or hide on my persons. There's a couple different scenarios for that. If we're talking about I just need to go through a checkpoint, there's nothing in my head that says that it's going to be dangerous. I just don't want to go unarmed. Well, this is my current CCW. I do plan on downsizing this, but it's a 45. It holds 5 rounds of ammunition. It's good enough to do whatever. Yeah, and like endurance testing that, this fails, but it's a CCW. You only have to worry about being able to work through this entire magazine. If it can reliably shoot a magazine, you're good to go. So this would be the one I would take. There's no indication that I'm going to run into any kind of trouble. I just need to pass through the checkpoint to get to the bread line or something. This would be it. Now let's pretend that there is an indication that there might be some sort of trouble. Well, now I'm going to go to a bigger pistol, like the SIG 226, the FNX 45 Tactical. What would I want? I would want an accessory rail because I have the option to mount a light. That's it. Now this FNX 45 Tactical has a massive disadvantage over the SIG because of the height of the sights. I'll try to roll in a video where I can demonstrate this. But with your FNX 45 Tactical, this has silencer height sights. If you're not running a silencer, these are useless. They actually work against you. The problem is the back sight is so big, under recoil it hides your front sight. Unless your sight alignment is perfect, you have to move it around and find your front sight. Even when I present it, I have to bring it up like this so I can track the front sight the whole time so I don't lose it behind the rear sight. This SIG right here, the sights are nice and stubby. They're night sights. I pull it up, it's very hard to lose the front sight because when it starts going behind one of these posts, I can start to catch it with my other eye. If it goes behind this post, which is on the opposite side, I'll lose sight of it with my right eye, but my left eye can still go through the center. I can basically always keep track of my front sight and know exactly where it is. With one of my 2 eyes, make my follow-up shots, presenting the weapon, everything's so much faster. FNX 45 Tactical, that's not the case. Unless I have perfect sight alignment, I can't see the front post. It's completely hidden. And now I don't know if I need to go left or right, up or down, anything like that. Because I can't see the front sight. This back sight is way too large. So yeah, the FNX 45 Tactical is awesome because it has an accessory rail. And I can put a light on there, so if I need to put a light on there, I can. And when I'm talking about, like, I suspect there may be a problem, I'm going to want a big gun with lots of ammunition because a big gun's easy to control. I can get a nice firm grip on it. I have plenty of ammo in it. I can rock a light if I want, so I can flash blind someone. The only disadvantage to this, again, is these big-ass sights. If I could do this all over again, I would take the normal FNX with standard sights, switch them out for night sights, and that would be it. I wouldn't go with the tactical model because I don't have a can. I intended on getting a can, but, well, I ran into issues with the ATF, and now I want absolutely nothing to do with them because I seen what happened at Ruby Ridge in Waco, Texas. You're guilty before you're guilty. They shot dude's entire family, and he wasn't even convicted of a crime yet. So, I just want to stay the hell away from the ATF as much as possible. Yeah, I still have to do 4473s in that, which kind of sucks, but I don't want to be on their little watch list with a picture and fingerprints and known to have NFA items. No, I don't want anything to do with that. Will I be in a car? If I'm going to be in a car or I have some sort of transportation, weight's no longer an issue. Because remember, the rule of thumb, whether you're a horse, a mule, a person, is you should only carry 1/3 your body weight. Because when you exceed 1/3 of your body weight, you're likely to get injured. What's more likely to get me killed? Not having a pistol or spraining my ankle because I carry too much in my pack. Plus, I have children. What if one of my children fall down or sprain their ankle and I need to carry them? If I have a pistol, level 4 body armor, night vision, helmet, plus food, medical supplies, all that, I'm completely maxed out. Plus, I'm over my weight. So I might have a sprained ankle because I'm over my weight. Now, they fell down because they have a sprained ankle. They're a child. They need to be carried. I would have to ditch all my gear to be able to compensate for having a sprained ankle and being able to carry them. Not to mention, if you sprain your ankle, you're going to have to ditch all your gear anyway. You can't carry shit with a sprained ankle. 1/3 your body weight. That is literally the rule for hikers, horses, mules, people. It doesn't matter. Don't let your pack exceed 1/3 your body weight. So whatever you're going to take with you, make sure it's only 1/3 of your body weight. Now back to the car thing. If I have transportation, yes, that's a different story. Trying to use something like this in a car would be pretty freaking hard. So I could throw this in the back seat and I can just lay this on my lap. So somebody comes up to the window, I can just swing it around. It's maneuverable. I can move it all over the place. Easy to get in and out. I can pull it really close to my body. You know, obviously not closer to where the slide will hit you, but really close to your body. This would be ideal in a car. If I had transportation, yeah, I would carry a sidearm, but unless we were ditching the car, the sidearm would just stay in the car. As soon as I got out, the sidearm would come off, go in the glove box or whatever, and out would come the long gun. What exactly will I be hunting? Did the commies invade? Did China come into town? Am I looking for some sort of food? What exactly would I be hunting? And none of those circumstances whatsoever, none, not even one, I can think where a pistol would excel over a long gun, whether that's, again, a rifle or a shotgun. Again, I wouldn't pick a shotgun, it would be a rifle. So if I'm hunting for food, I would take this. If I'm hunting for food, but the commies are around, well, then I would take this just because I have more trigger time on it. Yeah, this has massive, and I mean massive disadvantages compared to like an AR-15, but I just simply have more trigger time on it. And if there's actually like commies running around that are trying to kill me, well, it would be this. For no other reason than I'm more comfortable on that rifle than any other rifle I own. And I'd want to take something I'm totally comfortable with. Plus, if your adrenaline's going, I don't know if you've ever been deer hunting, but you'll start to hear a noise because a squirrel's running around, your heart gets pumping, and then you'll look at something and you'll be like, damn, that really looks like a deer. If you have some sort of optics, you just pull up your rifle. Oh, no, that's a branch that kind of looks like the head, and then there's a bush there. It's not a deer, I'm just seeing because I'm paranoid because my adrenaline's spiked up and my heart's racing. Being able to take an optic and verify, no, that's not a commie, that's whatever, would be really useful. Yeah, with open sights on this, paired up with a pair of binoculars, that's the best choice. But again, now we're talking about the weight of the binoculars, which is similar to the weight of the pistol. I would rather not carry that. What I would rather do is just carry a rifle with optics, so if I see something and pull up and be like, oh, that is a commie, immediately pull the trigger, or no, that's not a commie, go back to whatever I'm doing. With binoculars, I'd pull up the binoculars, oh, that is a commie, then I have to put the binoculars down, take my rifle, watch the spot, wait for it to move, because I don't have the best eyesight, but I can track movement very well. So, once it moves, okay, there's my target, then pull the trigger. It's more efficient and better just to have some sort of magnified glass on your rifle. Even a low power magnification, like a red dot with a magnifier that flips off to the side or something like that. Like this with like an ACOG would be Boss. Or this with like an EOTech and a magnifier. Or an aim point and a magnifier. Just something to help you identify, to verify before you drop the hammer and give away your position that you are in fact shooting at what you intend to shoot at, and you're not just putting a round in the bush because that particular bush, the way it was laying, kind of looked like somebody in a ghillie suit, but you can't be sure because you don't have magnification, but you don't want to move and get closer because if it is someone in a ghillie suit, well, now they'll spot you. You can pull up binoculars, but now you're going to, if the sun's at this direction, you're going to get a kill flash, and if you get a kill flash, you're going to want to pull the trigger immediately. It's just better to have some sort of magnification for target identification. Alright, so back to the original question. What pistol would I carry in the apocalypse? None. None whatsoever. They weigh too much. They don't give me enough firepower. I'd rather take something like Band-Aids, food, more ammunition for my long gun, something like that. Now, there are certain circumstances, again, where the pistol would excel, which I went over, and I'm sure there's even more circumstances that people are going to come up with in the comments, and that's good because we're all learning. We're all learning together. Learning is fun, so we're having fun together. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you'd like to help support the channel, got my Patreon right there. Also have affiliate links in the description down below. Just by clicking on those links, even if you don't purchase what that particular link is for, just clicking on it and doing the Amazon shopping you were already going to do anyway. And a little kickback for it because you came there off my channel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.